Hi, my name is Jean and this is my channel Learn with Jean. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about how you can make your course stand out by applying instructional design and learning design and learning experience design principles. The reason why I wanted to make this video is I want to shift away from doing a lot of how-to videos and talk about some of the ways that I think course creators can really deliver better online learning experiences. In a lot of my day-to-day work, I get to work with course creators and businesses to help them reimagine and re-envision what the learning journey looks like for their students. This is important because most of us may have been so used to learning in person in a classroom and having that kind of touch, feel, and hands-on engagement or hands-on interaction. And so with online learning experiences, we kind of have to shift and adapt differently to how we structure our learning. One of the 3 tips that I wanted to share with you that I plan to talk a little bit more in depth in the next series of videos is 1, applying and incorporating backwards design, which is really working with the end in mind. So when we work with the end in mind, what does that mean for our actual online course? Well, it means rather than building your whole course A to Z in the very traditional way, I'm going to ask you to work backwards and start with the end goal or end vision and ask you to identify what those overall outcomes might be. And these outcomes are what I say that are very specific, very tangible, that, you know, when your students read them, they're like, okay, I will be able to accomplish and identify and perform and analyze this at the end of the course. And then as a result of having these learning outcomes set up in your course, you're delivering a better learning experience for your students and showing them the transformation they're going to embark on and experience at the end of this journey. My second tip for you would be to make your course more interactive. Many times I see course creators recording using screen recorders and different like screen sharing tools or Zoom, long hour-long videos where they're talking over a Google Doc or a slide or a PowerPoint, and we forget that our learners have short attention spans, myself included. I totally acknowledge and totally admit that I have also a very short attention span as well. I need things to be quick, easy, and easily digestible. And so with that in mind, make sure when you are delivering your online learning and you're recording videos to kind of keep them short, but not too short. And you know, we recommend in the field anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. Now, does that mean your video has to be exactly 5 or exactly 7 or in the middle? Not necessarily, but those are sort of guidelines to keep in mind when you're recording your videos or editing your videos to kind of make them more bite-sized. We're all very busy individuals and we're consuming and taking knowledge from so many different places and we can get overwhelmed. And so when we keep our material videos shorter and more digestible, it's more easier for our students to reach the finish line and experience that kind of transformation that we want them to experience. And so that brings me to my third and last tip from learning experience design field is to incorporate interactivity. Now, if we think about it, what does that look like? That can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Some people might say sometimes interactivity may look like games, looks like puzzles, and these can be all designed digitally. But the idea is not just about games and puzzles and rewards. It's about how do you make your course a two-way learning experience rather than just, you know, giving your students a video. How do you actually get them to participate? You know, getting them to pause after a lesson and write down something or post something in the forum. Those are some suggestions that you might incorporate. And yes, you can definitely incorporate games and puzzles or leaderboards, as you might have heard. But the main thing is not about, you know, incorporating them for the sake of incorporating. We want to think about, you know, what are we teaching? Ask ourselves this question. 1, what am I teaching? What is my outcome for my students? And what are my students looking to gain from this experience? And when you have that kind of 3 arching kind of like thoughts and goals and perspectives in mind, you can then better work through the entire design of your online learning experience to ask yourself, okay, is this is this lesson more suitable in a PowerPoint? Would this be more effective if my students were playing a game together online in a simulation so that they're all like interacting with each other? The main point is, how do you prompt your learner to engage and participate in the learning experience rather than just sitting and or consuming this knowledge? So I hope those 3 tips help you incorporate learning experience design, and I hope you stay tuned and watch my next video series on incorporating and why you need to incorporate learning outcomes in your online course. And you can check that out up here. And let me know if you have any comments, feedbacks, and questions. And I look forward to telling you more about how you might incorporate some of these principles into building your online learning experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.